That
Oh,
for
that was fun. Hey, everybody.
hi.
Welcome. Hi,
Mm.
you've made it to another fun-filled, exciting episode of This is the Future.
Unfortunately.
That's right. Take that however you want, but you made it, and thank you. Um, you've missed the first 10 minutes of the show.
Yeah,
You know,
because we like fucking like talk and then we start like riffing and doing our thing. And we're like, oh, we should hit the go button. So
or everyone else just show up 10 minutes early. If you were here on time, you would have heard the first 10 minutes of the show.
yeah, get here. Hello.
That's right. Yeah, we're here. But I don't know if this will still be funny, but we found a picture on the internet of Edward Furlong and what's his name? King Dingaling.
Yeah, now I forgot it. Like, I think I'm stoned.
Damn it, what is that guy's name? Ron Jeremy.
Ron
There.
Jeremy. I don't know why. Like it was weird. It was like a weird cosmic thing. You forgot it, so it was like, oh, I forget it too.
Shit, Tony dropped the ball. Where is it?
I don't know.
But yeah, but anyway, we quickly realized that Alex is both people. That's pretty cool. The shaven and unshaven version of Alex.
Yeah, like a burnout furlong and then a fucking, normal looking Ron Jeremy.
Yeah, Ron Jeremy just looks tired in the picture, but
Like, I mean, he looks like shit, but he's always looked like shit.
he
But
looked exactly like that when I met him with Vern Troyer. Him and Vern Troyer Vern was on his moped thing,
yeah,
and he was walking around, and he hit on a friend of mine at this club. We were all hanging out, and I was standing next to her, and he's like, "So, do you want to see my dick?" And we're all like, "We've already seen it!" Like in unison. There's like six of us, and we're all fucked up. We're like, "We've already seen your dick. Everybody's seen your dick." And I think it made him feel bad. And she was like, "No," kind of like she's
I
like, She's like, "I would see it, but I don't know if I would do anything else with it." And he's like, "Oh, come on, it's a beautiful dick." And we're just like, "What kind of party is this?" This guy brings his dick with him, and now we have to look at it. Like, I don't want to see it.
uh, just because you're like a famous person, I get. Yeah, he was famous.
Right?
You're famous, like so. It's like, oh yeah, I want to see. And he's a little person. He's a little guy. So it's like, yeah.
He, well, no, just so we're clear, I'm talking about Ron Jeremy, not Vern Troyer. Vern
Oh,
Troyer was.
I thought we were still on that.
Sorry, man. Yeah, I'm not talking about the guy who did an awesome
Yeah.
job in the Mini Me character for Austin Powers. I'm talking about the porn star that always looked like a bag of shit.
Oh, see, okay, yeah. If we were talking about Vern Troyer, it'd be like, I think everyone would want to see his dick. It'd be like, do the carpet? Does the carpet match the drapes? Is it small because you're small, or is it like
Oh, yeah, inquiring minds want to know. And I can't. There's even a bit in one of the Austin Powers movies where they do dick jokes for Vern Troyer for
Yeah,
Mini Me,
yeah,
and he
yeah.
pulls his dick out, and then Austin Powers' dad, he's like, "That looks like a baby's home holding an apple."
Yeah.
And then he says, "You've got a kickstand." And Vern Troyer like leans forward. He's like, "Whoa!"
And they show it in the shadow. It looks like in the shadow they show it, like behind like
Right.
a sheet or some shit. Like,
The rule of
but yeah, I
comedy: you
know
always
Ron
open.
Jeremy's got a big old dick. I mean, that's why he's able to be a porn star and be ugly as fuck.
Right, and that's yeah. I mean, there's a lot of big guys out there with big dicks that aren't porn stars, but he pulled it off.
Mm.
No pun intended.
I think, well, in this picture, it has Edward Furlong in it, and anyone that's watching this right now, just Google a picture of him now. He doesn't look great, but I was just telling Tony, like, if you knew, everyone knows a guy that looks like that, and it's normal. Like, look at me. It'd just be like, yeah, I know that fucking fat drunk, like it's not weird at all. Like everyone knows the ones is just like kind of pudgy and looks like shit.
Right.
But the fact that he was famous in the 90s was he everyone's like, Jesus fucking Christ, you know. But if he wasn't in Terminator, then no one would be like, yeah, just some fat drunk, who cares,
Well, and the crazy thing is too, it can't help you when you get to that point in your life and they're like, "Hey, what are you doing for work these days, Ed?" And he's like, "Nothing, just working on my stomach, making sure it's full." And like, "Well, hey, why don't we're gonna have a Comic-Con, you know, why don't you come on down and everyone can take turns guessing who the fuck you are?"
Yeah,
He's in a bunch of 90s movies. What are the let's since we're talking about Edward Furlong, and so people like don't have they're probably Googling it if they're watching it, but Terminator 2,
hmm
American History X.
yeah.
What else you got? That's all I got. What else you got?
I mean, that's really all. That's. I mean, I was thinking those are the two I could remember, but I'm sure.
Dude,
I'm sure there's another one or two in there.
I just can't. Obviously, you and I, like, whether our bodies turn to shit or not, we still got to keep working,
Yeah.
So I just can't imagine someone giving me, I guess he probably got a couple mil up front, and now it's just like, look how far and how fat I can get with a couple of mil.
But I wonder what he does for work. Like honestly, maybe he's a writer. Maybe he does some writing. Maybe he does some voice
On
work.
his stomach.
Yeah, he saves money in paper. He's poor. Um,
I gotta shave my stomach. I'm getting ready to write a new movie.
yeah, I like how I think people still write on paper.
Yeah,
Like
even I kind of stopped because the phone's right there.
yeah, yeah, fucking it.
We're all thumb fucking our phones.
Mm.
That's funny though. Yeah, I don't know, man. Hey, Edward, if you're looking good, man. Keep it up. Just do what you're doing. If you work a day job, we'll come by. Well, throw
Yeah,
some
we'll
money
come
in the
back.
tip jar. Whatever. Maybe you're selling fish tacos. I like fish tacos.
Are you hiring? You know.
Shit, yeah. Like I work with the dude from Terminator 2. I mean, that's so much more exciting than what I do now. Just to say that. Like, oh
Yeah.
wow, like, that's cool, man. Tony kind of does something. He washes dishes for the guy from Terminator. Yes.
Oh fuck.
So how the hell you been, man?
Oh, beat me to it. Oh, I've been pretty good. I was walking the dog earlier, and I was like thinking, I was like, what am I gonna say when Tony asks me how I've been? And I realized I've been good, but oh, do you know something that happened? Is um, I for some reason first time in years I did a wake and bake.
Today.
Yeah, I got
Oh,
well. I
right
woke up
on.
at 8:30. Around 9 o'clock, I was sitting down having a cup of coffee, and there was like a pipe with a half smoked bowl in it, and it was looking at me, and I was looking at it, and I was like, "Yeah, you're talking shit, huh? Come here." So, and then now I'm like, I'm still kind of high.
I like that. I always like that. I mean, it's usually only funny when you say it, but you say it like what? What was the thing you said the one time you couldn't feel your hands or your face? I was fucking dying.
I don't remember. I don't know.
To get high with this guy is to live. I'm telling you, man, it's fucking great. He doesn't do it very
Is
often. I think it's
it?
great. Oh, I'm still kind of high.
I am. I don't
That's
know.
a good t-shirt, man. Just, like a nighttime shirt, daytime shirt, whatever. Just a good shirt.
Or,
Still
or,
fine.
or just a shirt when you're just kind of high. You put it on, you're like, I'm still kind of high. I'm gonna go put my name tag on. Um,
I'm still kind of Alex.
I'm still kind of Alex. And I was thinking, I was like, man, it's been like, because I had like a strong policy on smoking weed at the beginning. No, I did. I was like, don't fucking smoke. I was like, what? I don't drink in the morning. Why would I fucking, you know, I don't usually drink in the morning. Why would I smoke weed?
Right.
And so it was just like, but then it was looking at me and the pipe was talking shit. So I had to show it who's boss.
You won. Well, I have a confession to make. I
Oh,
got stoned this morning too.
all
But
right.
but I mean, did we just try is it the same hand? That's awesome.
This is gonna be a great show. People are
It's already fantastic.
gonna
It's already in our top 10 and we've only done 10 minutes. Um
oh,
Fuck, what was I woke up and smoked this morning too, but I just laid in bed and watched Dazed and Confused.
no.
And I just kept thinking to myself, because like there's interviews where Matthew McConaughey has like where people ask him where his character Watterson would be today,
Mhm.
like the guy from the movie.
Yeah.
Um, And he's just like, he talks about how he's like probably still working for the city and like that kind of thing, and like he's a cool dude. And I was thinking about all, and I was like, yeah, but your character is still fucking high schoolers.
Yeah.
Like, just want to point that out. That hasn't gotten more popular with time, not at
Oh no,
all.
that's age like bread. That is
Yeah.
age like bread.
Oh,
That
it's stiff and moldy. Okay, it's not good.
um,
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. I was pondering that. I'm like, huh. I'm like, that's what happens when I smoke weed. I lay in my bed like 7 in the morning on my day off and be like, yeah, he's still a pedophile. Sorry.
because the good guy works for the city doesn't mean it's, you know.
Still fucking
Oh,
high schoolers though.
yeah,
Like,
I'm done
oh.
doing that. No, he'd either be in jail or he'd be in fucking internet jail at least, or he'd just be like, "Don't go around him, Susie." You know, he's a bad guy.
I mean, fuck.
He's,
It's just. I mean, literally, like he gives his number to the fiery redhead who just finished the 11th grade that day. You know, just want to point that out. Okay.
uh,
Oh shit. I mean, our society has just gotten like more, the paying attention to the fucked up things in life. So now when you look at stuff, you're just like,
I
still
think
would have taken that role.
I think it's funny that Matthew McConaughey didn't say anything about that, because that's what I clearly we both would. We'd both be like, well, he wouldn't be so popular right now. Like, why? Well, let's just say he had a nasty habit, dirty little habit.
Mail.
Mail's here.
It's like Blue's Clues.
Yeah.
We just have mail call. We should, but if we could get physical mail, that'd be a great time to read it on the show. Like if we got postcards
Yeah,
or letters. Mail. Dear Alex and Tony, you both suck. Like, all right, we've read that before.
We'd be
Look, a picture Niagara Falls. That's nice.
We'd be like, well, we agree. Speaking of that down there, it's getting to be a problem.
How so?
When the mail comes, because we have like a mail slot, like the mail comes into the house, and she when the mail comes in, she like gets so mad that at the mailman that she bites the mail, and she's torn up some of the mail. Like there's some mail that has like a perfect dog bite mark. And thankfully it hasn't been anything like important. It's just been junk mail so far. Who knows what's down there right now?
Right.
But she's been like tearing up like the slot that the mail comes through. Like there's a frame on it, like a board here, board here, board here. So there's 4 little boards, and she's ripped the top board off so far. Like there's sometimes where she's like, the mail guy walks away and she's just like spitting pieces of wood out. Like.
No wonder she's mad. The mail gives her splinters. Who writes on wood? I mean, really.
It's the only person she doesn't like is like people that like bring mail or packages to the house, mail carriers.
Uninvited guests.
Yeah, she just doesn't. She fucking wig like, and she like we're on walks. We see like a mail carrier like dressed up, like in their costume, and she fucking like. Oh, like looks at him and stuff. And I'm like, you're like, she's a cartoon. She's a stereotype dog. Like, she hates mailman. She has buried bones in the backyard. I've never seen an actual dog do that except like on a cartoon. Like,
damn.
I don't know about you, but I've never seen that.
Is this after she watched Dahmer on Netflix or what?
Yeah. Yeah. We call her Little Dahmer,
Little Dahmer. I just wanted to take some pictures of you. I'll give you money. Fuck. Have you seen any of those episodes?
I watched the whole thing.
Yeah, I just finished it yesterday, man. Holy shit. But I just real quick about your pup there. I think it'd be funny if I just started sending her packages. Like a lot, She's just like, like it's for you. It's your shit.
Like, envelopes that were small enough to go through the slot, and it just has like, dog treats in it. And she just tears it.
And then you open it up and she's like, why would I want those? Someone already bit into them. Like, yeah, you did.
Can you sing these back? I think someone bit into them.
They keep sending me fucked with treats. I don't like it. It's disgusting. So well, if you were asking me, that's what I did this weekend. Yesterday, keeping in mind my weekend is Sunday, Monday. So
Right.
what I did yesterday was laid around the house and finished Dahmer, 5 episodes I banged out. And then we just at the 7th inning, the Phillies were playing yesterday. And I'm one of those guys, I'd really rather be at the game. And I was, you know me, I was gonna blow money on a ticket. But they were like $200 to $300. And I was like, I was like, what if they lose? Like, I bought a ticket to the losing game. Like, you don't want to do that for $230.
That expensive because they're like last minute.
No. Okay, so they're going to the World Series. That's the game they won last night.
Oh, okay.
And they're gonna play Texas, the Houston Astros.
Okay.
Looks to be a good series there. But in any case, I don't like to watch games. I don't like to leave my house to go watch sports at someone else's television set, mainly because the commercials piss me off. I'm being completely honest. I have a problem. And I don't like proving my problem in other people's living rooms.
Yeah.
I've done it. It's embarrassing. So in any case, it's like,
Yeah.
fuck Tide. Like, anyway, it's a problem. Wakes up kids. It's not good. So in any case, we go to the bar down the street at the 7th inning and sit down, order a beer, watching the TV. And the Phillies were down 1. And the key player, the $300 million man, Bryce Harper, steps up to the fucking plate. We got one man on base already, hits a fucking home run. And honestly, like, I don't get excited about sports, but just to be in a bar with a bunch of people who wanted something positive to happen.
Yeah.
And he hits the fucking ball. And I love confidence. He hits the ball, and like Babe Ruth, he just stands there. Doesn't move. Just hits the fucking ball and just watches it. He knows it's a homer. He's like, fuck it, no point in running. And then he gets it. We're up 4-3, and he goes into the dugout, and they have a video of him. He just says, "Holy crap!" He's like, "I did that." I'm like, "Yeah, man, right? Fucking crazy shit, dude." It's fucking nuts, man. And then when we won, like, because we just beat him at the mound, dude caught a pop fly. So as it's getting ready to happen, I'm inching off I'm getting my ass out of the booth. And as soon as it happens, like as soon as he catches the ball, just fuck yeah! Like everybody goes. I was loud as shit, man. I was just letting it out. I think some old person had to change the batteries in their ticker machine. It was great. Fucking A, man.
That's awesome.
For a day where I spent no more than $50, that was awesome. Just a couple of like $10 beers. Who invented those? But in any case,
$10 beers, one beer.
Yeah, have you? Yes, we'll just switch gears real quick here, like we're truck drivers.
Nice.
What the fuck is it with the $10 beers now? Like, okay, back up a second. Like craft beer, is that what they call it when you go to Deschutes or fucking whatever? Why is that so expensive?
Everything. Well, think about it this way: like cheap beer, like Pabst, Tecate, Hams, whatever, is now some places $5.
Okay.
So I don't know.
I guess how much were they before? They're like $8.50 to $10 for a 16-ounce beer.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
The craft shit. It's like I feel like
everything. We've talked about this. Everything has gotten just so expensive, and you still have to make money off of it so let's say that one beer costs you let's say it costs $7 to pour, right? That one beer costs you, the person, so it's cheaper than that, but let's just say, so then you make it $10.50 so you can make $3.50 after off of every beer you sell, because you have to keep the lights on, to keep the
I get that, yeah,
because it's like everything has gone so expensive, so fucking, like you go to the grocery store, you're like, damn, that's expensive. Well, bars and restaurants have to buy the food too, so
yeah, I guess what I meant by that was I feel like that shit was expensive Like I felt like a craft beer was always expensive. Like
Mhm.
it was, let's just say, like you said, before the pandemic, it was probably $6.50, but you could get a can of Pabst for $1.
Yeah.
So why is stuff that's made right in fucking front of you, literally,
Mhm.
no transportation costs? Why is that stuff so expensive? It's like homemade ice cream. That's what it is. It's like, oh, we make all our own flavors. It's like, well, you made it right back there.
Right. Well, I
So
think it's a little bit of like the big guys, like, you know, Paps, fucking Coors, all that.
yeah, InBev.
Um, yeah, all that kind of shit. Like they get massive amounts of product to make their product.
Yeah.
They could get it cheaper, but when you're the smaller guy, you can only get a certain amount. And you slap the word craft on it, makes it sound better. People like it more, but really it just tastes like a rusty fucking boot filled with like drain runoff. I don't know why people drink IPAs. It tastes fucking awful to me.
Yeah. Stop lying to yourself. It's disgusting and you know it.
Yeah, like, but I don't know. There's a lot of things that go into it, but I think the main reason why it's expensive is because it has the word craft on it, you know.
All right. So we've just made a decision. This is now a craft podcast. Um, like
Mhm.
Alex said, it's basically still shit, but it's craft. So
Yeah.
you're gonna have to go ahead and pay us now. Double. So double or nothing is nothing. So just know.
Double nothing. That's such a good old man saying, I feel like. Double of nothing's nothing. Sorry.
That's right. Well, you can still double nothing. You know what you get? Nothing. That's what you get, motherfucker. Nothing.
That's hillbilly math right there. That's
I
fucking.
love hillbilly. I love hillbillyisms. They're my favorite. Oh my god. There's something, and it doesn't even have to make any fucking sense. It's just with the accent, you
Yeah.
know?
Oh
It's
yeah.
like if you break an omelet, you ain't got no eggs. Like,
Huh?
yeah, yeah, right.
Too high for this.
That's the kind of shit they say. You're like, what?
Oh, fucking fuck
House
it.
looks like you just cleaned it with lightning. Like, what? Lightning?
What?
Wouldn't it be burnt? But that accent, you're just like, yeah, yeah, he got it. He
Yeah.
said words. Way to go, Timmy. Shit. It's
Another
Tim.
like
Okay.
another like southern or hillbilly saying is quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Oh yeah.
Like how you took a long time to say a phrase where you could have just said fast or quick. You know, there's a quicker word to say that than saying that phrase, and it is the word quick. Quick, fast, and then hurry. You could have just said quick or fast or
Well,
in a hurry.
have you ever heard anyone say that with a stutter? Quick, 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 fast, and all right, just stop, just stop.
Quick,
You
fast,
killed
and
it. You killed it.
hurry. It's like starting in like a old Ford truck in the winter. Hurry, 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 you know? Spit it out, Junior.
Oh my god. Yeah, I love when people with an accent talk like that. That is fucking fantastic.
Speaking of stuttering, I think that's an accent.
Yeah. Every time I think of, I said this before on the show, but every time I think of stuttering, I think of that dude from The Great Outdoors where he got struck by lightning like 66 times. And like,
66.
how you doing, Reg? Like, it ain't raining. And I think we should have a purposeful stutter. Like in people that do speeches,
Yeah.
like if you really want to emphasize what you're about to say, you just kind of drag out the syllable. Like you get stuck, and people are like, what is he trying to say? Well, you could go fuck yourself. Like, oh, he hooked me. He got me in.
We do. It's like the hillbilly version of rolling your R's, like in Spanish, Rodriguez. It's like the
Rodriguez.
hillbilly version.
Rodriguez.
Yeah, It's the English version of rolling your R's. Or rolling words, letters, and
Got
shit.
stuck. That's all.
You comprende? They spit it out already. See or not?
Give me a minute. All right, I'm going. I'm not. I'm waking up now. See, now I have a fucking stutter. Now I'm all day tomorrow on the phones. Hi. This is Tony. How you doing?
I was born with a stutter, so fuck it.
I was in the 4th grade and they asked me if I stuttered, and I said, sure. I didn't know what the fuck it meant.
Yeah.
Sure, if it gets me a better grade.
If this shit's easier and it gives me a better grade, then yeah.
Yeah, if ever you're in a classroom where it's like it's shaped kind of like a kidney, and the teacher sits in the middle of the kidney, and you're with 3 other special students, you have a learning disability. At least they think you do.
Oh, fuck.
Fucking true, man. There's no way you haven't been at that table. I know you've been. You must have been at that table.
That, or when the gym class teacher's your teacher, you know?
Oh yeah.
When
Well,
he's teaching math for some reason.
Oh, that's when it's really fucking bad. Like, Mr. Donaldson, please report to any classroom.
Yeah.
All the teachers bailed the fuck out. Like, but you listen because you're scared of that fucker. You know what I mean? He's like, he hit me in the face with a rubber ball last week. He wasn't even on either team. The fuck? Taking the stress out on people. Or the other thing is, if you're in a classroom and your teacher has a teacher's assistant, and it's like you're getting stuck on something, like you're just asking a stupid question, and they'll be like, okay, why don't you join the other students in the back with Mrs. Stacy? Like, you call her Miss Stacy, she doesn't have a fucking teaching degree. She doesn't have a teaching degree because she doesn't need one. Because the people that are going to that fucking table don't need to be taught. They just need to get fucking day jobs and stop trying to learn this shit. Because they're dumb. Hi, I'm going back to Miss Stacy.
Oh, that's what classes I was in. That makes sense.
I really did go to the learning, like I did. Yeah, we talked about this.
Well, I went to Redmond High School. So
everyone was in learning this.
Well,
everyone's
a teacher assistant. Everyone. Well, I'm being serious. Like, there was a teacher assistants, like even in art class. I don't know. Like, they had, like, the teachers just had. I don't know if it was like, what do they call it? Protege? What is it? What's the fucking intern? There we go.
Padawan. A young Jedi.
Yeah. An intern. An intern. Yeah, like, that's the real name.
A fluffer.
Well, a fluffer, yeah. Sidekick? Fluffer. Oh, fucking.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Well, I think where you live, though, that's like, maybe that's one of those things, like when you watch the TV and the government's like, hey, we're in a recession, so we just added 20,000 new jobs. And then you go to school the next day and there's some chick in the back. You're like, what are you doing here? I don't know. They said they needed help. Here I am. I get free food at the cafeteria. About it.
Yeah, I mean, I just remember there was, like, even like art classes and shit, and growing up, and like almost a lot of classes that at the school I went to just had internships, like people shadowing that wanted to be teachers, so they had to get like an internship time. So I don't know, but yeah, I mean, Redmond is the fucking bunch of dummies.
I mean, now it's a bunch of people who make under 50 grand a year.
I wasn't talking about the teachers. I was talking about the students.
Oh.
But maybe
people of Redmond are now live in places like with Terrebonne, so they can afford the rent, and the people of Bend live in Redmond, so they can afford to drive to their jobs in Bend.
Yeah,
fucking sucks.
It's like that everywhere, really.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
You got some cool sandwich shops out of the deal, though. I'll tell you that. In Bend, Oregon, boy, watch out. Anything that has to do with weed and sandwiches, they got you covered. Couldn't believe how many stoner sandwich shops there were. I'm like, the fuck? You don't have to have a stoner shop. We're already fucking high. That's why we're coming to get a goddamn sandwich.
Fucking A.
Like, this is the Maui Wowie. Like, all right, are you selling that shit, or are you just selling me a sandwich?
Yeah.
'Cause if you have weed infused, do they sell weed? I'm sure that's a thing, right? Weed
What?
infused meals in Oregon.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Ugh,
yeah.
we
But I
should we
mean,
should
I
not
think
we should not do that sometime.
yeah, I think there's like a specialty place. There's not very many of them, but I've seen them. Like people sell weed infused food. I don't think they last very long. You know, I think they go out of business.
The restaurant could probably because they're killing people.
Well, yeah, it's like how many. I'm just trying to have a turkey sandwich, not trying to get my eyeballs fucking blasted out of my head. Jesus.
All right, you're right. You make a good point. We'll have to do that. We gotta go at least once. When we hang out closer, I think we should do shit where we wear webcam, like the helmet, like the cam.
Yeah, like a GoPro. A GoPro.
Yeah, GoPro.
Yeah.
Yes, and we'll just show dual footage.
This is how we died. Take a look.
I listened to that the Pussifer album, whatever it's called, the one that they were on tour when we saw them live.
Yeah.
That's my favorite album by them, but I put it on. I was listening to it from front to back.
Yeah.
About 10 minutes in, all I saw was just pictures of your face, like just and you just that whole album is just Alex barfing now. That's all it is.
So we've told this story, but just to refresh, we went and saw Postal and Tony brought THC pills, and I took 2 of them, and I just, just like any edible, progressively just got higher and higher and higher and higher. Like I wasn't even as high I was going to be at the show, and the show was like 2 hours, an hour and a half, however long shows are, and and we ended up going back to the hotel. Eventually, we went to other places, and that I was defusing at, spark.
Defusing.
I was.
I think your fuse was pretty well lit, my friend.
Oh man, I was sparking. I was fucking done.
Done.
I was fucking turning green. It was crazy.
I loved it.
So we went into the hotel, and I was like walking through the lobby. I was so high off of these THC pills. Walking through the lobby like I had flippers on. Like I think we both kind of were. And we got into the elevator, and I just popped, fucking threw up. But I covered my mouth like this, like that was gonna work. And it went out both sides, and it went like right past Tony's face. And we had to use the stairs to get back down to the lobby because
the next morning, because it was covered with fucking caution tape. Oh God, that was great. Yeah, so every time I hear that album, that's what I think of now.
Yeah, I got an elevator.
Yeah, we have to make more events. Like we have to have that has to happen again.
But can it be you this time?
It usually is me. That's the funny thing. When it comes, usually I'm the problem. And that's why it's fun that it wasn't me this time. It was kind of nice. It was a break.
It was kind of nice.
It's like, shit, that's what it feels like. Oh.
It's great.
I'm not the problem. I just get to help the problem. That's no big deal.
See,
when it newspaper offered him some weed, he was fine.
When it comes to like me and problems and being too drunk or high, it usually involves me throwing up or shitting my pants. So like that's like like it's not like, oh, he made an ass of himself or he did something, it was just like, oh yeah, Alex got too fucked up, threw up, and now he's asleep in the bathroom.
I was just thinking of something though. Like I would much rather in just about any situation throw up than shit my pants. Mm-hmm. Because if you throw up, it goes out your mouth like it's somewhere else. It's not really your problem unless you fuck up and get it on your clothes. Yeah. But if you shit yourself, you usually get it in your clothes and you're still wearing them. That's not something you can show people. People are just wondering why you're walking around really fucking weird. And why does it smell like shit? Yeah. Ew.
Life's tough, Tony. Life is tough.
And you really shit yourself somewhere?
Yeah, dude, I shit myself at least once a year.
What do you mean? Like how? Where? Like
in my pants? Just shit. Yeah.
Yeah, where's the rest of you at? Where are your pants at when you shit in them?
I don't know. Well, it's not me. Someone else shit my pants.
Have you ever shit your pants in public?
Yeah, dude. I've shit myself in every place. Name a place in your life that you've been. I've done that. I've shit my pants there. Yeah, I used to carry like in my backpack extra underwear and shit. Yeah,
Really?
yeah. Shit myself. Look at me.
I shit myself all the time. That's
Yeah.
disgusting.
I might shit myself someday when we're recording this show.
Don't. Fucking
Don't. It's not like I have a choice. It's like I
You
want.
do have a choice.
No,
There's a
not
fucking
really.
choice. You have butt muscles. Hold them together.
You get into my pants and tell me I have a choice.
No.
You don't have a choice sometimes. The reason why you shit your pants is because you don't have a choice. What the fuck are you talking about?
There's two things. One, that's really funny, but then the shit you said, get into my pants and tell me I have a choice.
Get into my pants.
That belongs in some kind of weird movie.
Well, I think it's like a ripoff of a Mitch Hedberg joke, I think, or something on stage. I think I don't remember, but
So wait. I mean, all right. Let me think about it. I've had that problem where I thought it was a fart, but it turned out to be shit. But that once in a great while. So you're saying you're out and about and you just shit yourself?
Oh yeah, I've done it multiple times. Yeah, like in high school. I'm talking about high school earlier. I used to like carry extra underwear and extra like shorts or pants or whatever, and I would sometimes have to run to the locker room and gym class and shower, and then sometimes I'd be like see friends after their gym class and they'd be taking a shower and they'd be like, "You weren't in our class." I'd be like, "Oh no, I'm just taking a shower. How's it going?" And I didn't want to tell anyone, so I was just like, "Yeah, I just felt like I had to take a shower." And they'd be like, "Oh, okay, weirdo." They're like, I skipped class before to deal with it.
Damn. I'll be honest, like I've definitely like had a problem. Like I remember one time, I guess I was in England. I just remember this specifically where we were on one of those motor coaches going somewhere and I fucked up and shit myself. So
Yeah.
I get it, right? But in England like the rest areas are few and far between and they're not really like Americanized. It's just they're all like repetitive travel oases. And I just remember going to the bathroom. I was like, well, I'm just not going to wear my fucking underwear. Like, obviously, that's it. Problem solved.
But see, that's rolling the dice again, because if you shit yourself once, you could shit yourself twice.
Well, luckily, I'm a little guy. So if I shit myself, I go all out. I just keep pushing, let it all happen. And then it's like, all right, well, then we don't have anything else to worry about. We'll just drink water from now on. And, but the problem is hiding your fucking underwear. Like, that's the disgusting part. You're like,
you just throw it away somewhere.
there wasn't. So I mean, the janitor found it behind the toilet, but whatever. That's his job. I've been there. But it's just weird walking around for the next 3 days with no underwear because you went on a weekend trip to Paris and that was your only pair.
Well, first of all, you should bring more underwear.
I learned.
Second of all, that's what I'm saying is you're rolling the dice if you take off your underwear.
Yeah, but if you shit in them, you can't keep wearing them.
I know, but you carry a pocket knife, cut the hole out.
That helps nobody. What do you put in? Like you put like Kleenex? You just pack the hole.
No, you just have a hole.
Anybody got any tape?
This is a hole.
Oh, this is gross. And if we're talking about it in all honesty, I think that a lot more women shit their pants than men. Men shit their underwear. Women, some underwear don't have a whole lot of under in the wear.
Mhm.
They just shit their pants. It's like pooping on like a volleyball net. Like that's it. Just a piece of string is shitting on either side of a volleyball net. It's disgusting.
Yeah, this episode is taking a brown turn. A brown.
Hey, listen, we had way too many people watch the last episode. We got to pump the brakes on this shit. All right.
Yeah, I know. we got to bring ourselves back to reality. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's fucking fun. That's great.
This fucking podcast is shit.
Good shit.
Speaking of good shit, you want to talk about music?
Yeah, man, I do. So, well, I mean,
It was
so it
my
landed on, for those of you watching last week, it landed on Alex's name, on his letter A. So he picked off the top of his head the music for this week that we listened to.
I picked an album that I listened to like two of the songs and then fell asleep. And
All right.
which we'll get into and actually makes sense. By Devin Townsend, who we have reviewed 3 times now. Devin Townsend, and the album is Snuggles.
You're right.
Snuggles. And when I say 3 times, I actually mean 2 because one of the times is his band.
Right. Right. Okay. Yeah. Right.
One time was Strapping Young Lad, and it was, other people were in it, but like it's him. That's him.
Right.
But and another one was I forget the name of the album, but yeah. So yeah, this album, Snuggles, it is appropriately named. If you listen to it, you get it. It's ambient music. It's fucking really. I think it's the reason why I'm high right now because I've been smoking a lot of weed in the last fucking in the last week because of it. And it's just because it's like really like I don't know. I listen to it. It makes me feel tingly. It makes me feel like relaxed and just fucking. But yeah, what do you think?
So the funny thing is about it, like I went long story short, I had no fucking idea. So of course I thought it was like his other album. So I turned it on when I went to the gym and I was like, there's no fucking way. This isn't gonna happen. I feel like I'm wrapped up in my most comfortable blanket and I'm going down for the count. So every night before I would smoke and then listen to the album and pass the fuck out, like, which is actually kind of interesting because I've been sleeping like shit lately. So I was like, did Alex do this on purpose? What a nice guy. Like, this is a real fucking, he's all right. But motherfucker knocked me out. So that was so like every night this week I made it halfway through the album, but only because I'd wake up and like stop and be like, I'm just gonna go to bed. And
Right.
then I'd be like, oh, I listened to 6 songs. So today, sober, I listened to the album, but I still nodded off like 3 times. So I went back and listened to the tracks. So I'll say this, and it's real easy. There isn't a track on the album that really jumped out to me more than the other one. You
Right.
turn it on, and it knocks you the fuck out. And what I appreciate about Devin Townsend is that compared to the other stuff we've listened to, it's like, wow, it's totally fucking. It even has a riff in there. Like I heard at least once where it's like you hear like a real like guitar riff, like something's gonna take off, and it's like almost like he's just reminding you that there are like instruments in there, that kind of thing, and then it fades off. But it's really chill, like a great record to just knock the fuck out to.
Yeah. He has a few of these ambient
Oh, does he? Okay.
oh yeah, the thing about Devin Townsend is he's incredibly prolific. He
Yeah.
is like a lot of music. A lot of music. I mean, I would say upwards around of 20 albums, maybe even more. I don't know, something like that. He has a lot of music and different projects and shit like that. And if you really listen to this album, he has a lot. There's a lot of musical, like a lot of instruments going on. He has like a wood flute that he's playing. I don't know
Right.
if you got that.
Yeah.
He's doing solos, and some of these solos make me think this album should have been like a soundtrack in like an 80s movie.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Like a love scene in an 80s movie or something like kind of intense as or like like the ocean's hitting rocks and Mel Gibson is smoking a cigarette and looking out of a window, like
Getting ready to go shoot bad guys. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah, like in the Lethal Weapon 1. He like that's where he's like
I was
on
gonna say, I'm like, what are we doing?
he's on the beach, he's living in that trailer,
He's about
like
to kill himself for the
about to
first
kill
half hour of the
himself.
movie.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you just hear like quiet music and a faint guitar solo, in the fucking in the distance, and the fucking ocean's hitting the rocks, and he's like, uh,
Well,
it's side note, it's easy to make Tony laugh. All you have to do is pretend you're gonna kill yourself, and Tony just loses it.
I'm not the asshole you really want to take to a comedy show because I laugh at everything, but I also laugh at the shit you probably shouldn't laugh at. Like, if someone mentions suicide, I start laughing.
Let's just say Tony has a soft spot for suicide jokes.
Do your dark material. Do this one.
This one.
Yeah. That's what's fun. Anyway, yes. You're right. But it reminded me of like, for some reason, I was falling asleep, and it reminded me of like that movie Mulan, like Disney. Like it's about there in Asia. Like all right, here. The other so I was thinking about that. I was really thinking about Kill Bill, the first one where homegirl gets the top of her head cut off in the
Oh
Japanese
yeah.
garden in the backyard, right? They're fighting in the snow, and there's this fountain that drops water. It's bamboo. It like doom, 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 doom. And that is like what I was thinking. I was like seriously like passed out in my chair. I thought I was in that fucking garden wearing sandals and stepping in snow. Like this is the last time I heard this album. I woke up. I was like, shit. Oh nope, not in snow. That's good. Just really like I needed an album to fall asleep to.
Well, hey,
And I didn't know he did more than one, so I'll have to check and see.
oh yeah, he does. He does quite. He's done quite a bit, and like he does like a gambit of music, like anywhere from metal to this to like kind of folky Americana, just hard rock kind of shit. So,
right.
Yeah. So would you say overall you liked it?
No, yeah, it's like one of those like it's a go-to album if you
Yeah,
really
it's
want to.
mood.
Right.
It's mood shit.
Right. It's one of those things like I need a record to fall asleep to.
Yeah.
That's perfect. I mean, you're not really going to listen to much of it. That's the idea.
Yeah, like the reason why, like the first time I listened to it, and that's why I picked this randomly, is because I was like, oh well, I only listened to like 2 songs because I fell asleep. And you know what? I think that's kind of half the point. It's this music is made to like relax you. You're not gonna like go driving and driving fast, late at night drunk like everyone does, and listen to
Right.
this. You're gonna like this is chill mode. This is yoga studio music. This is what you would listen to if you're doing.
Yeah, it reminds me of like Enya and shit like that. Like
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember that band that had the songs with the whales in it, and then the guy goes, "Hi, hi, hi." Like, yeah, I have like.
Is that not Enya?
Is that Enya? I think that's who that is. But yeah, and there's this there's this song where it's like it just starts with 2 whales. It's like and then it's like return to peace. I'm like, all right, fuck it. I used to listen to that on acid a lot when I was coming down. It's like,
Yeah.
what are you listening to? Whales fucking.
Whales fucking.
It's 7 a.m. on a Sunday. I'm listening to whales fucking. I've been on acid all night.
Oh man.
But it reminds me of whales fucking. It's nice. It's good.
Yeah, I think you said it right. Like there's not like a track that necessarily pops out because it's like almost all one song kind of. It's just
it's really a challenge to listen to all of it and not get sleepy.
Seriously.
If you listen to this and didn't nod off, then now we know why Adderall's hard to find. Shit.
Yeah. It's not, and that's not a knock on Devin Townsend. That's just like
the
vibe of the music. It's just you get so relaxed that he relaxes you so much, and it's like he's not off.
Dude, that honestly, like some music is good to listen to when you're frustrated, when you're heartbroken. This is sleepy time music. That's like sleepy time tea. Nobody gets mad at sleepy time tea. They just bust it out when they need it.
Yeah.
Same thing here. He's probably going to name the next one Sleepy Time Tea. I mean, he went with Snuggles.
If he's a, as big of a fan as I know he is of our show, now he will.
I'd fucking laugh if anyone just anyone that was popular, like an actual public figure, like just got into this. I'd be fucking like, really? Like, why? Is it boring out there?
Is it boring out there?
You're famous and you're listening to this shit? Okay.
I mean, thanks, but there's better,
Yeah, I mean, fuck, we don't listen to this. I'm just kidding. Don't do this to yourself. No wonder your last two movies were shit. No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
But no, I give it like, I mean, just as far as like, I mean, like a 9 out of 10. I mean, just want to go to sleep. Great record to do that too.
Right. Yeah, I would give it a solid 9 too, just because it's it's
Right.
you want to feel relaxed. Hell, if you're trying to like be relaxed on purpose and you have like a fucking stressful day, it's fucking take a couple hits, fucking lay down, turn it on. Maybe you'll wake up in the middle of it. Who knows?
Maybe you won't, and you'll fucking sleep through your whole lunch shift. That happens too.
Maybe it'll be your last nap, and you're just
Whoa. Music to die to. Snuggles.
Music to die to. Snuggle. Man, I feel so comfortable. I'm just gonna die.
Right? Tell me you didn't think of that stupid bear at any point. You just think of that little brown bear going.
Oh yeah, definitely. You look adorable when you do that, Tony. By the way,
Thank you. It's the only time I've done it.
No, I don't know about that. Let's see. Two times.
Like one of those little robot toys you used to see at like the Radio Shack. Remember they put it out front in the mall. Like,
oh yeah. I mean, that's how you dance too.
It is, yeah. That's slow dance. My fast dance looks like I got struck by lightning. It's good either way.
Is that why you stutter?
I'm gonna start 66 times and then in the head. Fucking great movie.
Yeah, man, I think it's a good album, and I would encourage people to listen to more of Devin Townsend. Anything. He's what he is to me, because he does this kind of music too, and he's the Ween of metal to me, because he doesn't like on one album he'll have a style, a genre, but then sometimes he'll have albums where it just goes the needle's going like this. So he kind of, in a way, to me, reminds me of he's the Ween of metal, because he does, Ween doesn't really have a fucking genre. They're fucking
we're just gonna make some songs and throw them on a
yeah. Ween does concept albums. They've done the country album,
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, they're all over the place, and I feel like Devin's kind of like that too, just in all of his career. Like he has music that is multiple genres. So even
to go from a metal record to Snuggles, I mean, that's a big, obviously he's comfortable. He's like, I know how to make music all in my brand.
Well, yeah, and I think that's why people love him, because they're like, what you're gonna get, but also you kind of don't know what you're gonna get. You could get anything. Like,
yeah, but imagine you go see this guy live. It's like first you're rocking the fuck out, and the next thing you know, you're passed out in that damn chair. You're like, oh.
Well, do you know what's
he
cool?
He played
about
Snuggles in entirety. Did he really? I missed it. Fuck.
Well, what's cool about him is he'll say, he's like, I'm gonna tour Snuggles, let's say, right, or I'm gonna tour this, or I'm gonna see Devin Townsend at a metal festival, because I think he did Hellfest not too long ago, the last time it happened. So he obviously played more of his metal shit,
right?
And so I think like that's what's cool about him. He has so much music and so much genre in his music that he could pick, You'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna do this," and that's what you're gonna go see.
Well, I think it'd be funny if he played Snuggles and everybody showed up in pajamas, and like they didn't sell seats, you could just bring your own mat to sleep on.
Yeah, like bean bags and shit. You bring like a twin mattress.
Hell yeah. Oh man, it is so ironic that you talked about shitting yourself because my stomach is like, that's a good idea.
See,
Glad we're near the end of the show. You want to spin that wheel before I spin my guts?
diarrhea is contagious.
Oh man, yeah, I think I have
Yeah,
said
you
milk.
be okay?
Well, the chair is brown, so you'll never know.
It's true. All right. Well, and this
All
wheel.
right, and then just
See if we can't get Tony to shit himself.
oh god. All right.
Oh, and by the way, if it lands on my name again, we're just that stands for again.
Spin again. Yeah, just this for a while. All right. So number one, we've got Three from Hell, the soundtrack and the movie. Number two, we've got Wheeler Walker Jr. with Sex, Drugs, and Country Music. Number three will be Spin Again this time. Number four is Stain's album Dysfunction. Number five is Nethix Fight Back. Number six is Daughters, You Won't Get What You Want. Number seven's My Spot. Number eight is the Melvins with Three-Legged Dog. Number nine is Green Druid's newest album, At the Maw of Ruin. And number 10 is the band Sparks, Kimono My House.
Kimono My House. All right. Shit your pants. Shit your pants. Shit your pants. Shit your
Doesn't
pants.
feel good, you know?
Letter 8.
The Melvins, Three-Legged Dog.
Isn't it Five-Legged Dog?
What? My bad. Hang on a second. Yeah, it was last week. Yep, it still is. I just rewrote the list and gave him 3 legs this time. It's correction. It's Five-Legged Dog.
It truly is though.
It really is Five-Legged Dog. It's my fuck up. Yeah. Thanks.
Okay.
People be like, I didn't see a 3-legged dog, so I hung out with a 5-legged dog.
Yep. Five-Legged Dog album from 2021.
Yeah. Actually, they're just finishing that tour. So if you're a Melvins fan, watch out. There's like 2 stops left.
Oh, fucking A. All right. Like, subscribe, stutter. Follow, thumbs up, hopefully thumbs down if that's what you are doing. Please don't, we'll cry.
Yeah, that's not nice.
If you have a suggestion for a band or a movie or a soundtrack, please do. And if it is a band, please include the album. Please include the album. Very pretty, please. Don't just throw a song or a band. Just try to pick your favorite album. That'd be great. And always comment on the comment sections of the most recent episode on YouTube, or you could DM us or comment on the most recent video on Instagram. So do all that. Thanks. Love you. See you next time.
Bye.
Peace.